Hello, I'm Sarah from Weathered Halloween, and today I'm going to be watching with you the last installment of our three-part series of our Halloween yard, Ancient Egypt. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so every year I try to make a little riddle for all of the neighbors and anyone who drives by. It's our second riddle, so people are kind of catching on to what we do. It's not the best riddle, but I mean, I had to do something, right? So, a guardian of the lands through time and sands targets its prey without mercy or command. Adventurers inbound should heed the warning sound as its legs shuffle quickly from all sides it surrounds. We found, luckily, a framer online that was just selling a bunch of 4x8 by 1 inch styrofoam sheets. So that's what we did. That backing is actually concrete form that we used last year for our alligator in the Christmas parade. We're just reusing as much as possible. So right now we are building that boundary wall so that people can't cross over and start touching things. I'm using my foam carving kit and I'm just making up the blocks as I go. There's no rhyme or reason. I just wanted big blocks, not bricks, but blocks. And I went in with a wire brush and I just tried to make it look ancient. So I'm on the carving department. Tom is on the painting and my son is on the sand. It was a good team.
And now to paint the walls, adding the second color.
For the sand, we literally was taking our shovel to the curb and just taking road sand. Like, we were really working with what we got. Here's your shovels.
Brush it in.
Very homemade. Okay, unfortunately Tom couldn't be here to help edit this, so I'm gonna do my best to explain what Tom is doing. Tom, when he builds things, he's very on point when it comes to safety. That's one thing I'll appreciate because we had to take into account balancing, bracing, weather, wind, people interacting. Like, we'll go in and out of the infinity mirror and we couldn't take any chances, absolutely not. So Tom, he hilted into our concrete step for the second time. He actually bolted down our alligator last year into that concrete step. So I had 100% faith in what he was doing, and it just amplified the reality that we're building an infinity mirror. It's just a really good feeling that we're doing this. Now, I will say, buying this lumber was an expense that we didn't want to pay for, but we are renovating, so we will be reusing it, and that's the upside. We had to pay for it now instead of doing it in pieces when we were ready. That's a blessing and a curse when it comes to Halloween and building. You just gotta do it, right? So we are pretty much reusing everything that you see. We just had to buy it now instead of later. And I think he used 2.5 or 3 inch screws that had large washers on them so that the washers pushed in and it had more meat to catch when installing the styrofoam for the walls. And I will say, there was absolutely zero issue with this build. We've had wind, we've had rain, torrential downpours over the month of October, and no problems at all with the build. Nothing was compromised. None of the electrical that we did, all the extension cords, the styrofoam, nothing blew apart. It was really good. He did a good job. Now here he's building kind of a lift for Pikel so that he has more clearance from the ground, because when Pikel comes down, he comes down a little bit hard. We do have large springs in the back if you saw our other video about how we built him in the welding and pneumatics chapter. We just wanted to give him a little more space. Those we found on the side of the yard, I don't even know, they came from electrical spools, and we wanted columns. We did, you know, our research for the most part, and I wanted round columns, and that was it. So Tom did Tom, and he just, he made it work, and it was wonderful. Everything we do is like, we do draw it out, but we also change our minds a lot, so things are kind of on the fly for us. And we have measured the height of the infinity mirror, added a few more inches, and that's where we decided where we're putting that boundary wall, because on the chance it falls forward, it's not going to hit anyone. But we knew that it was being built really well, but we still can't take that chance. I just realized we are dressed the same. I'm okay with it. When you're with someone for 15 years, that's bound to happen. And our dog Nova, she's a nice little scout. Oh boy, here we go. Our first actual sheets of styrofoam are going up. How exciting. Aha! I saw some kids across the street and I wanted to scare them with my mask. So, the idea with this infinity mirror, I believe he has 3.5 feet from the outside glass to the mirror on the inside, and then he wanted a stretch of space to have our cables and extension cords and lights and stuff like that. Looking at this, him installing these styrofoam sheets, I didn't fully know what it would have turned out like. So it's neat to see them like that. There's our dummy door, just so that we can get in and clean up everything as, like from the rain. The rain created a lot of splatter and muck on our mirrors, so it was nice to be able to have access inside. That's my reference for the walls, and it was a challenge. One, I'm short, and going up too high on a ladder, I get wobbly and nervous, so I don't do well at heights. But I drew it out as best as I could. I took just a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I made it into 4 sections, and then I just transcribed it onto there, making my lines in 4 sections, and I just drew each section the way I saw it on my piece of paper. I wanted the entrance to look symmetrical. I wanted it to be Anubis's temple, so it's Anubis. I wanted to keep the whole design really simple, the drawing of Anubis simple, to look like hieroglyph drawings, and you know, I'll paint in the shading just to make it look like he's embossed in the stone, in the blocks. And I did want to write a message on there, so I left it blank. I didn't want straight lines, believe it or not. I know it looks kind of hack, but that was intentional because I wanted it to look man-made. I cannot explain how the pyramids were built, but you are seeing how this is built. I'm just going to let you know I am not perfect. For the painting, for the base coat of the walls, I did go to Home Depot and I got a light and a dark. For all the details, it's all dollar store paint, just dollar store acrylic. And I didn't even think about it because I ran out of time. I didn't seal anything, but nothing happened. Like nothing washed off. It was wonderful. And here I am just trying to add some detail, make it look, like I said, like blocks. And there's Nova. She's with me, but she likes to try and run and go hang out with other dogs across the street, and I can't have her just running off. I wanted the blue and the gold to be the accent colors. Just like you see on my mask here, you got blue and gold, and in my wall you got blue and gold. My my outfit, you'll see me in my outfit, it's blue, gold, and white, so it just ties in really nicely together. Now, I don't know if anyone noticed my little slip up, but in his headdress, when he's got the gold, 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 and the blue, 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 I actually have more gold stripes on one side than the other by accident. So, but that's only if you're really looking for it. Ah, the alphabet. I wanted to write the messages and make them as authentic as I could, so I printed, thank you Google, and that one is Happy Halloween. The one on the left says Trick or Treat. I also have Beware, Please Donate. So it was fun to see people try and decipher like they were adventures. Our helper Jacob came. He's a really cool guy. Thank you, Jacob. Okay, running our tests. We didn't use the DeWalt lighting like you see. We got that at Princess Auto. I couldn't tell you what that was called. I'll have to write it down in the description below. Okay, now for his staffs, I wanted them to glow with fire. I found these flaming lights that I wanted to have installed on the inside. So I went to Home Depot, I got those tiki torches. My son here is helping me paint them gold, and that's what I wanted as an animated part of the wall, is to have Anubis holding his staffs. And then for my costume, because I am Anubis, I am holding a staff as well, and it glows different colors the same way his eyes are glowing different colors. It just tied in really well. It was a lot of fun. But cutting out his eyes to make his eyes glow on the wall was a last minute decision, just like building the staff that I hold was a last minute decision. I found some clearance items. I think it was like a magical orb at the Home Depot, and I just, Tom disassembled it and we repurposed it onto some bamboo sticks and just make it. There we are, cutting strips for the pillars. We're getting pretty close to October 1st at this point. So as long as they can set the stage for me, I'm on art duty. So I'm in charge of painting everything, scratching all of that. And Tom, the infinity mirror is 100% his idea. Now the mirror just came in, and it's the same size as the glass, so it's a 94 by 49 inch, I believe. There's Jacob helping us put it in. Oh my goodness, it's quite thrilling to see it so large like that, and it's coming to life the way that he was planning it. The furthest I've seen it go down, I think, was 8. So yeah, we were using this light to see how far down it goes. We got 8 lights. Okay, time to bring out the centipede, or the cockroach, or the ant, or the caterpillar, or the scarab. I don't know, whatever you think it is. I tried. Sorry, guys. Our yard's coming together now. We're getting all of our pieces put in spot. We wanted him to jump up and spook people. We just didn't have time. I painted the beetle up top to tie it all in. Yeah, again, that was also a last minute decision. I just threw it up. Steve, of course, we have to have Steve in our yard. And like last year, there's our coffin. Handmade, all of it. And without the ladder, I mean, that's a finished yard. And then the nighttime, these are just a couple shots of finished. Now the infinity mirror, that's the inside of me painting it. It was a tight squeeze in there to get in there. I have a friend, she does these embroidery pieces, and they're cute little interactive felt books. And I am just in love with them. They are so cute. So thank you so much for making them. So Tom went out and bought a projector without really saying anything. We wound up at Walmart, and he's taking it serious. I'm not taking it serious because we can't really buy anything anymore. We're done. He bought a projector. And that's him holding up just a white sheet of styrofoam, and I have to build something now. So I had to, well, he framed up the lumber, we stuck on the styrofoam, and then I painted another entrance, which is our little projector show. Now there, believe it or not, and I'm actually proud of this, if you look at the border around the projector boards, I guess the styrofoam, I ran out of my Home Depot paint and I had to color match. That entire thing is dollar store paint. So just by sight, I had to just keep mixing my colors until I can get that sandy block color again. I can't believe I color matched it. So I had to paint on the cracks. I didn't scratch anything out, and I just made a border. Okay, here's Tom putting together the sound. We had to kind of redo our boxes a little bit because we can't have them exposed because you gotta maintain the illusion. Also, we don't want people to damage them or try and steal them, so we had to kind of find a way to reattach everything, and we planted them underneath Pikel. It was a process, but Tom's amazing. That's just it. And Pikel here is not done yet, so having his belly open was really good. There we have the Boo Box Flex. We have, I believe he bought an amplifier. We have a boat, so the speakers you see in Pikel are meant for the boat. We're gonna reuse them later. We literally went out and bought sand. I think we got about 2.5 or 3 yards of sand. And we just puttered with it. I just threw up the camera and I just wanted to time lapse the boys puttering in the yard. We wanted to get more, but we figured if we're gonna get any, let's just outline the yard and make it look okay. So we did. I mean, we're running out of time, running out of money, running out of steam. It's time to just finish up here. Tom built that sarcophagus. It has our name on it, Weathered Halloween, in the hieroglyphs in the front. And that's where our mummy is chilling out. And I made that mask, but that's going to be in another video. But however, I had to showcase it as part of our theme. There's Pikel in the dark. He's been activated. His eyes are red. There we go. It's nighttime. All of our lights are on, and there's me standing in the yard. I'm the one editing all these videos, so I'm doing the best I can to get them out to you. But thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Happy haunting!